Hey there, welcome to LSAT Demon Daily. I'm Erik, a teacher with LSAT Demon. With me is Nathan Fox, one of the co-founders of LSATdemon.com and the weekly podcast, Thinking LSAT. We get an email from James.
Hello, I'm planning on taking the June LSAT, and I will most likely take the August as well, even if I knock June out of the park. Ooh, I like the way James is thinking. Get greedy. I love it.
Yeah. What if knocking out of the park is a 180?
Well,
You probably don't need to retake it then.
Then I would say probably don't retake.
Yeah. Okay. But I like the attitude.
I'm getting more comfortable with games, but I am unsure if I can or will master them by June. I've gotten advice from Reddit and other LSAT forums to just wait until August, as I can dedicate the time I have been using to study for LG to improve in LR and RC. I would like, though, to take the June LSAT anyway, if for nothing else than to gain the test-taking experience. I still think I can do well in June, but I am placing value too in taking a proper administered test. I plan to take it in person. Is this idea flawed? Is there a real downside to taking June for the experience? I would love to hear your thoughts. I do have thoughts.
Yeah.
In short, taking the administered test when you're not happy with your practice test scores is a mistake. Just don't waste one of your official attempts. Law schools only care about your highest score. Don't take it when you're not ready.
I hear this so often from students saying, well, I'm not, this won't be my last one. I'm not really planning on, I know I'm not really ready for it, but I just want to get one out of the way. I just want to
step
get
into the plate with your shoes untied. You don't step to the plate with your shoes untied. You get 3 strikes. That doesn't mean that you're just going to walk up there like not really ready. You want to be ready to take a cut. You want to make it count. And why would you muddy up your record? Now, law schools only care about your highest score. It's true that any one test is not that big of a deal. But if you don't get to where games is at least as strong as LR and RC before the June test on timed practice tests. So timed practice tests will tell you everything you need to know. Do timed practice tests, take it seriously. And if you get to that point where you start, maybe you're perfect on LG once in a while and you're never perfect on LR or RC, then I would tell you to take a shot at June. As long as LR and RC are also in a good place. But if you're not ready on games, if games is worse than LR and RC, then certainly don't take it in June because it is going away forever. And don't waste one of those attempts. I also don't want you to take the test in person. I just don't think that that's a good solution for most people. I think that you'll be better on your own time frame in your own controlled environment, but I guess reasonable mind. Maybe you've got reasons for wanting to take it in person.
I'm going to push back on that a little bit. I've heard nothing but good things from students
Really?
I've worked with who have taken it in person. Have heard nothing but good things about the experience. I'm with you that I am glad I was able to take it from home. If I was choosing for myself today, I would still choose to take it from home because I like just the ease of doing it in the same place where I do all my study. I can control my environment, all that. That said, I've heard no complaints from anybody who's taken it in person.
And there are complaints about people taking it online. We're waiting for the proctors and, you can have connection errors or whatever.
Sure.
Obviously, if you don't have a quiet place to take it at home, if you, then sure, maybe in person makes more sense. If you don't have reliable internet at home, then taking it in person makes more sense. But I know that scores went up a lot as soon as we started being able to take the LSAT at home. Average scores across the board, there's like twice as many 175s now, and there's some percentage more 170s now, and like 50% more 170s or something like that, and twice as many 175s.
Yep.
That happened like right around the time that we went online. Now, correlation, of course, doesn't mean causation. I can't prove that that's why, but we've heard from a lot of people that taking it at home feels more comfortable. It's where they take all their practice tests. If you go take the test in person, you're necessarily doing something differently on the day of the test than you're going to do on your practice tests. And for my money, if you're happy with your practice tests, taking the test at home, then you just take the official test at home and treat it like it's just another practice test so that you're not doing something different or as few things possible different on the day of the test.
Yeah. I think regardless, to think that you need to take an official test to get that experience in, you're just overhyping what the official test is. It's just, it's the same thing. It's the same thing.
Yeah. And since James is asking both of those questions, it makes me think even more about like, well, why do you really need to take it in person? You're giving too much power to the official test. And instead, you just need to be like looking at your practice test results, deciding if you're happy with them. If you are, take the official test. If you're not, then don't take the official test.
And don't believe everything you read on Reddit.
Yeah. Thanks for getting that in there.
Thanks, James. Email daily@lsatdemon.com if you'd like to ask us a question or share some LSAT or law school admissions news. Thanks for listening.